Hey everyone, and welcome to the Xrypt, the channel where we cover everything crypto from blockchains, NFTs, DeFi, and a whole lot more. Now, if you have no idea what I just said, you need to subscribe as we're going to be covering all that in our upcoming videos. Today we're going to be taking you on a walkthrough of Decentraland, a blockchain-based virtual world and currently one of my favorite projects in the crypto space. Now, although it looks a little bit gamified initially, I think this is one of the future cornerstones of virtual interaction, social media, online business, and a ton more. Now, Decentraland isn't the only blockchain-based virtual world out there, but I do feel it's going to be one of the most prominent. Examples of others include Sandbox, which is more of a gaming-based platform, and Crypto Voxels, another virtual world with a lot of cool features to check out. But back to DCL. Even though the world is still pretty early in development stages, and you'll see that as we walk around, there's already been quite a bit built up. Before we jump in, I want to take you through the evolution of crypto. We can probably categorize the development of crypto into three main phases. Let's call the first phase Crypto 1.0, where Bitcoin, the original blockchain, was developed, and then you had your Litecoin, Ethereum, and so on. Then in the last few years, we've had developments in the DeFi sector, decentralized finance. We can call this Crypto 2.0, which gave you the ability to leverage your crypto, take out crypto loans, earn interest, and bring in all types of financial services. These are protocols such as Aave, Uniswap, and a ton of others with billions of dollars worth of crypto already gone into DeFi. The most recent phase is the whole NFT revolution. Let's call this Crypto 3.0, which allows you to create verifiable, unique digital assets on the blockchain. Although a lot of what you see in the news and media about NFTs currently art and collectibles, the actual use cases for NFT sector are much bigger. They can cover virtual land plots, insurance policies, and possibly even digital passports in the future. Now, these virtual worlds are a product and combination of all of these developments of the last 10 years, so let's jump into Decentraland and take a look at what it is and what you can do with it. To get into Decentraland, you need to set up a wallet that you can link to your browser. I recommend MetaMask. You don't actually need to fill the wallet up with any funds just yet, but the wallet will act as your login to the world, same as it does for OpenSea, Rarible, and the other NFT platforms. The starting point for Decentraland is Genesis Plaza. You can press M at any time to see the full map and get an overview of the world, and we're right in the middle. There are different neighborhoods such as Crypto Valley, Gamers Plaza, and others, and these starred areas are specific points of interest. Every single block you see here is equivalent of a 16 by 16 meter plot, which you can buy to develop or trade in the marketplace. Now back to Genesis Plaza, we can see more people coming in and walking around. You can interact with people by viewing their profile, text or voice chatting, adding them as friends, and each person can customize their character any way they want, as you would in any character-based platform. Lots of different looks and accessories offered initially, but you can also win or buy specific wearables for your character. You can find a ton of these in the marketplace. Some are just for looks, others are rare collectibles and can be traded or resold, and some have actual utility. For example, this Binance hoodie, which gives you access to exclusive areas of the Binance HQ in Decentraland, where you can meet and interact with other members, get into member-only events, and so on. I'm going to show you this later. All prices here are denominated in mana, the official currency of DCL, and the current value at the time of shooting this video is just above $1 per mana. While we're here in the marketplace, I'll quickly show you some of the other assets you can buy and trade. These are the plot lands I mentioned earlier. This is a plot of 4 blocks going for around 39,000 mana. Some of the plots are cheaper and some go into the millions, depending on where they're located or if they're empty or built up. You can also buy and trade names, which are unique identifiers, so if you have this name, no one else can get it. Basically like an email ID or username on a social media platform. One thing to note is all of these items are considered NFTs, so they sit in your crypto wallet and you keep or trade them as you wish. You also have other options in the marketplace, such as a builder app to create your own items or submit and browse upcoming events. As you can see, there are some concerts, conventions, and you have some auctions and a lot of others. Now let's get back into the world. You can use a first-person point of view or see your character from the outside and have a full 360 of everything around you. And either randomly run around or press X to see where the most active number of users are at any given moment. Let's jump into Tominoya Casino, which seems pretty busy right now. Oh, that's a weird looking character. Okay, so you have a lot of different gaming options, roulette tables, blackjack, slots, and others. and you can bid to play and win actual mana, which you can cash out into real world funds, probably explaining why this is a popular spot. Another cool feature about the architecture of this place, and a cool concept for any NFT art or collectibles you actually buy, you can display them here. So for example, you can view this hash mask or click on it for more info, and it takes you directly to OpenSea to bid on it or buy it if you want. You can develop your plots of land into any design and functionality that you want. This place has a second floor with more games, and this is a pretty cool looking building. Oh, here's another NFT which we can actually bid on. Clicking on it takes us to an external site. I think eventually everything will be embedded directly into the platform as things develop, but for now things are still external. Okay, let's head to Crypto Valley. It's one of the more developed areas, and I'll take you to an event at their convention center which is supposed to start shortly. As an example of how Decentraland has a lot of business potential in the future, here's a car showroom called Crypto Motors, and you can check out some of their digital vehicles and get more info about them. As DCL starts getting more real-world retailers coming in, instead of a website, they'll be able to show you things in VR. I'll take you down an upcoming shopping mall street later on, where some of the biggest fashion brands are setting up store. Still under development, but it's a good idea of what's coming. And here we're in the Crypto Valley Convention Center, where we can set up events. There's currently one going on about NFTs. We can see a few people waiting here for the next session, so let's hang out and wait for it.
There's no need to like build a name, I think you were saying, right?
Yeah.
Or like,
well, yeah, I mean, I saw it as, you're building out your player character model for the metaverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, sooner or later when there is a reputation, aggregator, that all of that's going to matter.
Yeah, I think the brands are really trying to catch up. I think they just all want to be part of this, movement or jumping into the bandwagon. Big brands, yeah, as you can see, there are like Adidas already in Decentraland, and there are just more of them coming on board.
Not just the wearables you have, but the POAPs, right? Like, where have you been?
Your land? Just
what are you doing with your land?
Yeah, having land and holding it and letting it be dead.
Okay, that was pretty cool, and a lot of events will keep happening here. Now, just for a quick walkthrough through one of my favorite buildings, this is the Binance HQ, Binance.us actually. I think it looks pretty funky, and you can do a bunch of things here, such as visit their social media links, register for a new account, or get info on the company and crypto in general. So this is the building, you can register, visit the social media. You can see live prices, of all the crypto over here on the board and so on. It's pretty quiet now, as a lot of areas in DCL are, but as more people start to register, this is probably going to get busier with time. Now, as I mentioned before, to get to the exclusive areas on the second floor, you need to buy a wearable, this hoodie or this cap, which gives you access to the VIP areas, and you can meet other members, attend talks by their management, and a bunch more things. So here we are on the second floor. You can see that area is closed off for non-members. Where is it? It's that area. Until we decide to buy the wearable, either from here or from someone else in the marketplace. If Binance puts a limit on these, once they run out, you can expect their price to start rising. Now let's jump into the museum district. I haven't actually been here before, so I'm exploring it along with you guys, but it's full of art galleries where you can display your artwork and NFTs, or interact and find out more about any specific piece here. Okay, this pop-up on the right says this is a community gallery, and there are a bunch of museums and galleries in the area for different stuff. This looks like a Guggenheim being built here. And guessing we'll see a lot of the NFT artwork that people buy and trade being displayed here in this area. One thing about the graphics, although it is a little bit cartoonish at the moment, expect upgrades to this in the future. DCL launched in March 2020, and there have already been a ton of developments in the last year, so I feel we'll just get more updates with time. Okay, this is the area I mentioned to you being a shopping district. It's a long road with shopping outlets, and you'll see it's still under development as well. Looks like LV are setting up a store here. Nothing in the store yet, but again, as we mentioned, this is a completely brand new area under development. This is a pretty long road and it'll load as we go down it, but as we walk around you can see some of the other brands are setting up here too. For example, this is Polo. Yeah, Ralph Lauren. Some perfume outlets. So imagine once this area is done, you'll be able to walk around and browse different shops almost in person instead of just visiting a website. Maybe even try things on if your avatar actually matches the size of your real body. So yes, a lot under development, but looks like it's set to be a very funky place. Anyway, I hope this gave you a decent idea of DCL. We've only covered a few highlights of the world and there's a ton more to discover. And even more being developed every day. So it's still pretty early, but definitely the perfect time to start exploring. Lots of cool infrastructure, events, games, and tons of entertainment areas like nightclubs and so on. One of my friends was actually in quarantine during New Year's, so he came to a New Year's party and concert in Decentraland, which had live artist performances. So I'm guessing this area or this place will definitely cause a lot of interesting changes to the way that we do certain things. For those interested in developing or investing in the project, you can visit the marketplace to buy items or use the builder to start creating your own, or buy plots of land and find some low polygon developers to help you build whatever you want on them. But the easiest way to get into it is just to buy up some of the currency of Decentraland, which is Mana. Mana's actually been doing pretty well as a crypto. I think it's already shot up around 10-15 times since the beginning of the year. We can expect this to grow as more users and developments come on board and the world becomes more functional. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this quick walkthrough. Subscribe to our channel, as well as we'll be doing some more videos in other worlds soon and talking a lot more on the developments in DCL or any events in this world as they happen in the future.